Good morning. The time I want to present my paper with the title is Using System Dynamics to Analyze the Leadership Style on Motivation and Performance. The background of the paper is in order to carry out the basic tasks of every professional employee, it is necessary to improve work motivation and performance. Based on the theory and result of research and the current conditions supported by theory and previous research, it is possible to research how the influence of transformational and transactional leadership style on the motivation and performance of professional employee within the education institution using system dynamics. The problem is how the influence of transformational and transactional leadership style on the motivation and performance of professional employee education institution personnel using system dynamics. The literature review is begin with the system dynamics. System dynamics is a methodology and mathematical modeling techniques to frame, understand, and discuss complex issues and problems. System dynamics can be used to carry out the simulations in order to analyze and conduct forecasting on problems in many fields of research. Structural equations models, or SEM. SEM is a statistical framework that is used to model complex relationship between directly and indirectly or latent observed variables. In this research, we merge structural equation model with system dynamics to forecast the performance variable when motivation and leadership style variables were got. It is accordance with the research before that they have mentioned the major advantage of system dynamics over traditional forecast methods. Research conceptual framework, you can see from the slide that it was developed from a dimension to make variables. Yes, it is the dimensions, charismatic leadership, inspirational motivation, and so on, to make variable transformation style. It is also two transactional style, motivation and performance. The four variables developed by the dimensions and indicators from many research before you can see from the slides. The data analysis, the sample in the study included 200 professional personnel. The step of research methods are carried out as follows. It is there are about 6 steps. SEM analysis to get the structural equations of the influence of exogenous variable on endogenous and influence of each dimension and indicators of the dimensions. 2, compilation of causal diagram. 3rd, preparation of the system dynamics model. And 4, filling equation in system dynamics uses result of calculation from the same. 5, get a table of simulation results and diagrams. And 6, perform analysis of results and develop suggestion to improve the value of variables and indicators using the results of calculation. Yep. We continue to the results of regression analysis from SEM as initial points and data for system dynamics model. Begin from the exogenous variable, regress to endogenous variable, and the result that we can use to fill the System dynamics model is standardized estimation from the fourth column. We continue to the causal loop diagram. The causal loop diagram uh, develop from the dimension to cause to variables and variables to variables. The all can be concluded as causal loop diagram. It developed to make the loop relation as causal loop for every dimensions of variables to variables. System dynamic models, at influence of leadership style on the motivation and performance. Develop from input. Input is about indicators and dimension flow to stock. The stock is about variables, and variables influence other variables using influence with the input of the other variables from transformational flow to input of motivational stock and to performance stock. The result of the simulation is about motivation, transformational leadership, transactional leadership, and performance, like from the graph on the slide. Yep. Then a resume of system dynamic simulation is the first time zero. We call it time zero in the simulation, from transactional leadership style, transformational leadership style, motivation, and personal, begin from low level of the scores. And then after we simulate, we can get the score, increasing score of transformational leadership style, transactional leadership style, motivation, and performance from average more than 3 point to more than 4 point. It can be seen that the increase of score so the increase of the all of the model. The conclusion: system dynamics can be used to model the effect of transformational leadership style, transactional leadership style, and motivation that have a positive significant effect on personal performance using regression equation resulting from same analysis. Policy implication: educational institution can pay particular attention to improve performance that is expected to be obtained by increasing the transactional leadership style, increasing the transformational leadership style, and increasing motivation through its dimensions and indicators. Thank you very much.